iPadOS 18 and iOS 18 just recently released, and you may be waiting to update to see if there's any issues, or you simply can't update because you have an older device like myself. I was able to update to iOS 18, but not my iPad to iPadOS 18 because my iPad is the regular 6th generation. I did look forward to testing out that update on my iPad for the Apple Notes features, but since it's not available to me, I've come up with a few ways to enhance Apple Notes without the update. The first way is highlighting text. That was a big feature finally released in the update, but the color options are limited. Here are 2 ways to highlight text without the update, and you can use whatever color your heart desires. This is my little example entry where I went over everything. So right here is how I highlight it. As you can see, this is not like regular text. You won't be able, let's say I wanted to highlight this. I wouldn't be able to highlight this without the update. So instead, you would have to scroll down to the bottom. And we're going to draw, click to draw. And we're going to use one of the pencil tools. I'm just going to use this one here. And I'm just going to write highlight. We're going to use the highlight tool and make sure you take the opacity down to about 50 or so and make it the size that fits whatever your text is. And then go to the color wheel and choose whatever color you want and make sure you turn the opacity down for that as well. And then simply highlight. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is clicking the plus button to add text. So let's say this was your text right here. I'm just going to type highlight. And now you will use your highlighter tool again. And let's choose a different color this time. And then that will be your other way to highlight. So those are the 2 ways that I highlighted right here. Now, if you did want to highlight actual text, you could do that by uploading you would have to take a picture or scan a document of an image of like a journal entry or whatever type of document or photo with text that you want to include into your entry or into your note. And then click on it. Once you click on it, you hit the draw tool and then you will be able to draw or highlight on whatever that image is. And that's how I highlighted this part right here. So for audio and text, we know in the update, they have that new feature where you can record audio and it transcribes your audio and all that for you. We can't do that without the update, but you can record yourself talking and it will do voice to text for you. So let's just say you don't want to type out whatever your entry is or whatever your notes are, or let's just say everything's coming to you too quickly and you can't handwrite it out. Maybe you got that old stylus pen like I had, or maybe your handwriting sucks, so you don't want to use your handwriting, or maybe you just have an older iPhone that can't update and you don't have an iPad, so you don't got that bigger screen, and so handwriting ain't working out for you. Then this will be a good way to use the audio to text feature. And that's pretty much simple. You should know how to do that. Just go in as if you were about to type, hit the little audio button, and then just say whatever it is that you have to say. And then it's going to add that text in, whatever it is that you're saying in the audio. The next way you can enhance your Apple Notes without the update is by using symbols. Now, in the update, they didn't include no new feature for adding symbols or anything like that. But this is just a good way to enhance your notes if you want to use Apple Notes for your digital journaling or your note taking. Because with apps like GoodNotes, Notability, Noteful, Zinnia, and all those, you have all the options to use those stickers, templates, and everything to make it fit your aesthetic, look cute, and all those things. Within Apple Notes, you don't have all those options. So for the symbols, I am going to be doing a separate video on how to get a ton of symbols. You may have seen in one of my previous videos where I briefly went over it. So I'm not going to go over it too much here because, like I said, that will be for a separate video. But for the symbols, you can use emojis as well. All you would have to do is like make an emoji pattern, type that out, and you can include that in your notes to enhance them. So like, let's just say you was using a certain title for a certain section in your note or a certain section in your journal entry. You could use the emoji pattern to make your title. And you can also use these as stickers. We'll get to stickers in a minute, but if you wanted to make a sticker pattern like that, you would be able to as well. That way these could be bigger. These are some other type of symbols that I'm talking about. Instead of using the emojis, you can use symbols like these. Or here where you can see it says text here, you would change that to whatever your title is and having the symbols around it. Or you could have this like a border or a separator for a section. And these can actually tie into the update that they have on there. The collapse feature where you can collapse text under certain headings. I didn't try that feature out when I was trying out the features on my phone, but this is something that you could do to like separate instead of having the collapse feature. So if you're interested in seeing how to make more emoji patterns or how to get these symbols, how I get them, and another way that you can get them if you don't want to use a keyboard, because that's how I get mine. I have a specific keyboard that pretty much gives you a whole variety of them right in here. So that's what I'm using, but you can also go on Google and go to certain websites. So stay tuned for that and make sure you subscribe if you want to see that video. Now, as far as your text for handwritten text, there are some features in the new update where you can refine your text. It's like if you're using the pencil feature, or you're using you got an Apple Pencil, or you're using your finger and you're writing out something. Once you're done, it refines it for you, and it basically just makes your handwriting a little better. You can see when I'm trying out the features on my phone in that previous video, you can see where it refined it for me, and I was like, oh, because I didn't even know that that was a feature that was in there. But if you aren't able to get the update and you aren't able to refine your text, what you can do instead is just simply using different fonts. So you can use fonts like this one here, the chalk duster font, or you can use a handwritten font. And what you would do to add that is go in as if you were to draw, add text. I'm just gonna put fonts, handwritten text, or handwritten font. And then you click where the A is, and now you have all of these fonts here. So where's that chalk duster font? If you wanted something like this could look like a little script handwritten font. You could use American Typewriter. You could use, there's the chalk duster font that I used, but you could use Courier. Let's see if there's another one. There should be one where it's like handwritten. I could have sworn there was. You could use this marker felt one that looks like a handwritten like marker font. Oh yeah, right here we passed it up. Bradley Hand. So this is like a little handwritten font that you can use. I wish they could add a feature where you could upload your own fonts. Here's another one, Noteworthy. This Papyrus, I don't know how to say it, but that could be one. And really you could use any of these, but like I'm saying, just for that handwritten text effect, if you wanted it to be that and look like you wrote it out. And you got the refined text feature. So let's go back to chalk duster. And then of course you could make that smaller or bigger, change the format of it. You can put underlines, a strike through. It's not letting me choose to bold or italicize, so I'm guessing with certain fonts you may or may not be able to use the bold and italicize feature. But you can change the color of it and so forth. So that is a way to use the handwritten text feature if you can't actually use handwritten text, or you can't refine your handwritten text. And the fifth way is by using stickers and doodles. Again, this is not a specific feature that came in the iPad OS 18 or the iOS 18 update, but it is a way that you can enhance your notes. So right here, you can see where I've added a sticker. These are both stickers right here. It's not just random text emojis added. They're stickers, and then I doodled over them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You go to the pencil, plus sign, add sticker, And here's a sticker right here. I'm gonna add a few stickers just to, give some examples. So now you go back to the pencil tool and choose whichever one that you want to, doodle with. And let's just say you wanted to make an an outline around yourself. You could do that. And then I like to use 2 different colors, so you can do it again like that. And you want to scroll down. If you want to do it to that sticker, you can do it as well. So that's a way that you can use stickers and doodling around your stickers. And I'm going to show you another example where I actually took my time with it a little more. This was just an example to show you how. So let me go in here. This is where I did it and took a little bit more time with it. I am going to go into this in another video. I didn't use my phone to do this entry. I used my iPad. So I'm going to do a separate video showing how to use your Apple Notes on an iPad. And it's a lot better than using your phone. That smaller screen versus that bigger screen definitely makes a difference. Those are 5 ways to enhance your Apple Notes without the iOS 18 update if you can't update to iPadOS 18 or iOS 18. Make sure you click this video to watch next for more information and tips on digital journaling and note-taking with Apple Notes.